Today we're going to learn about lesson 5.3, friction, air resistance, water resistance, and upthrust. Focus. Question 1. Underline the correct alternatives to complete these sentences. Friction is the force between two surfaces that are trying to slide past each other or remain still. Friction only acts on still or moving objects. Friction always works in the same direction as, or the opposite direction from the direction the object is moving. Friction speeds up or slows down the moving objects. Water resistance slows things down or speeds things up that are moving through water. Air resistance slows things down or speeds things up that are moving through air. So here are the words. If you can't see them, there, and there. So those are the words. Okay, let's start. So friction is a force between two surfaces that are trying to slide past each other. So you underline the word slide past each other. B. Friction only acts on moving objects. The answer is moving. C. Friction always works in the same direction as, or the opposite direction from, the direction the object is moving. It is the opposite direction from. Let me try that again. Okay. D. Friction slows down the moving object. The answer is slows down. Water resistance slows things down that are moving through water. Air resistance also slows things down that are moving through air. So those are the answers. So the first part of question 1, not that yet. G. Look at the picture of the log in the water. Label the two forces, A and B, acting on the log. So A, something is pushing down on the log. So A must be gravity, as it pulls things down to the center of the earth. Gravity. And the other force is thrust. So those are the answers, gravity and upthrust. Practice. The drawing shows two people jumping with parachutes. Person A and person B. Which parachute, A or B, will fall faster, and explain why. So person A has a larger parachute than person B. So that means that person B receives less air resistance and therefore is going to fall faster. So parachute B will fall faster because it has less air resistance. Question 3. On the drawing, draw and label the forces acting on the parachutes. Show the direction in which each force acts. So for both the parachutes, this is gravity, which I'm just gonna call it G for now, because I don't want to write the whole word. And this is on to the gravity. For the air resistance, this parachute will receive a higher air resistance. And now I'll just call that AR, because again I don't want to write it again. But this person receives less air resistance, so he is going to get a smaller arrow. There. So that's question 3 finished. Question 4. Do you think the parachutes fall faster or slower when the person is heavier? I think so. Explain why. How could you test this idea? I think so because the heavier the person is, the heavier the person is, the more gravity they have, and therefore the parachute, I think, will fall faster. It's like putting a parachute on a balloon. Compare it to a parachute tied to something like a bag. Well, in that case, I think the parachute with the balloon will fall slower because the balloon is lighter than the bag. So, how can I test this idea? Maybe if I drop 2 different parachutes, each tied to a different weight, and one of the parachutes tied to a heavier weight, and then just drop them down. See which parachute will fall faster or slower. Challenge. Question 5. Look at the picture of a dolphin. A dolphin can move very fast through the sea. Give 2 reasons why it can do this. So the 2 reasons are, first of all, their body is shaped so that they have less water resistance. And second of all, it knows how to swim. Help me. Question 6. Look at the picture of a lorry. Lorries travel for long distances on motorways. Which force slows down these lorries because of their length and size? So this force is gravity. And how do you think the design feature marked by the arrow helps the lorry to travel faster? I think that design feature right over there that looks kind of like a triangle. It helps the lorry move faster by giving it less air resistance. How do you think the design feature by the arrow helps the lorry to save fuel? So if the lorry is slowed down, it will use more fuel to move. But if the lorry moves faster, it will not use as much fuel. So that's the end of this lesson. Thank you and goodbye.